Make sure it's on YouTube. Welcome back. Sorry, Philip and I were talking about baseball, and Mary was talking to the competitors, so we weren't exactly ready.
Gotta get the intel. Gotta get the intel on their thoughts on the course.
But it's time for Wave 3 of Stage 1 of the Adults Division.
Oh my goodness. Guys, and our first runner is Austin Hare. You just saw him on last week's episode of American Ninja Warrior. I have seen Austin in the New England region. I've seen him in the Northeast region, and I've seen him in the Southeast region.
And also, his last name is Hare.
Yes.
I just thought that was funny.
He does have a nice haircut.
Yeah. And soon enough, nice haircut will be staring down a nice paint job.
Indeed.
I will never.
And pretty quickly, too. He's going to have about 50 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah.
A little bit more than that. 54 seconds. Actually, that's probably
significantly more. Here we go. Big jump here. Yes.
Good precision.
Got the sideways catch right over to the third board. He's got tons of time left in the clock. Are we going to lead off another heat with a clear?
I think we might, as long as he stays focused on the splat a lot and does not.
Over 30 seconds left. He has time.
And he's got the control for this. I've seen him compete before.
No, his left hand just missed the side of the peg. And Austin, he had
30
he could have rested.
seconds left on the clock. I don't think that was so much rest, though. He didn't look gassed. It was just a miss of the hand.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
man, so
maybe
unfortunate.
just spend a little time on the platform looking at it, dial yourself in.
He had so much time,
to
too. Oh, gosh, that's unfortunate. But up next, we have Jane Greenbaum.
Jane Greenbaum, she's been competing since day one.
Absolutely.
13, yeah, when she was 13 years old, got to Worlds.
Now, if you tuned in, one swing and already on to the Sendagons. Now, you heard us talking at the end of the last wave about the female athletes that we think can get past Boardwalk. Now, as long as she locks this in, good.
So powerful
good control.
In the swings. Now, she struggled with balance in the past. You got it. And it looks like she's going to take it pretty easy here.
Going to go nice and slow, use her hands. Now, she knows that if she can get...
pads last year.
Oof.
Here
but
we go.
It looks like she will have her opportunity to show us what she can do
seconds.
On these upper body obstacles. Look at how fast she is climbing up. In a lock-off, not any sweat for her. This is the type of obstacle that she loves.
All the way around.
Perfection, making that grab, and now just this little drop down.
She's feeling good. Doesn't even need to jump it.
And this, ladies and gentlemen,
is our first female clear on Boardwalk.
First place female, Jane Greenbaum.
And she has time to get through nice paint job, I feel like.
Absolutely. And
yeah, this is absolutely her personal best. She's never made it past the fourth obstacle before.
All right, let's see if she can line this up.
Here we go.
On to obstacle number 5. Here we
grab.
go. Interesting swing she's got.
Oh! She had the hand in there. I think she spent a little too long up in the air.
Yeah. I don't know that she would have made the grab if her swing was any different. It was just kind of a weird... It was just a little bit strange.
Yeah.
Not so much forward momentum with it, but I don't think that would have helped her or hurt her in any way. But great work out of Jane. She is your new first place female, finishing in the clock has already cleared. So
next up, Shawn Johnson, who last year got to St. Lawrence Gap.
When you say Shawn Johnson, I think of the gymnast, Shawn Johnson. Different athlete. That's true. Yeah.
Johnson cruising through the first 2 obstacles in under 10 seconds.
Sporting that Motive Movement jersey. Very unique.
There we go.
Insignia.
Coach on the sideline, gutting him through it.
1:10. Super fast to this point.
Taking a little bit easy at the start, and now he's putting in the power. There we go. He's all the way around, coming down the backside.
Got to squeeze on that hop down. Squeeze. Good.
50 seconds left. And he dismounts. Not great on time. He needs to hurry up if he's going to get the clear. Oh, and he's going to chalk up before nice paint job.
Why are you chalking up on this course?
You do what you got to do.
Yeah.
If his grip wasn't feeling good. Big swing. Got to go on this one. He's got it.
All right. Good. Maybe that chalk did help him get that grab. Hopefully it continues to help him.
If he can't hustle, though, he's not going to clear.
Yeah.
Gotta move.
And you heard him
15
saying,
seconds. Big pull.
Holy crap, go. Getting a little stuck up on
Not
that ring up
happening.
there.
Not like this. 10 seconds left.
Do you think anyone could static that?
Transfers.
Oh,
and he
he
hangs
has
on.
it.
He's not going to have time.
Not enough time. Hopefully he gets the grab anyway.
Hangs on to the
and
last
he made
one.
that last grab, too.
It was just his pace coming around to the second half of the course.
You know, if he hadn't chalked up, he might have
maybe
had the
he
time.
wouldn't have made it that far if he hadn't chalked up.
That's true. It's true. It's a gamble either way.
Yeah.
You know he's going to be asking himself that, though.
Tiffany Hatcher.
I competed with Tiffany in the Southeast Regional. Super strong athlete.
Coming out of Ninja Life.
She's got 2 adorable dogs.
Here we go. Leaps up to the rope. Good grab. Climbs up.
She's
Good
got
moves.
really, and getting a
she
little bit
kicks it.
stuck.
That's not a disqualification.
Technically, I guess it is a hands and feet obstacle. So
Oh.
Ah.
Well, because I don't think using your feet on Sendigans would help you particularly.
Yeah.
They generally only do that if it would be like an advantage, and they don't want to give you that advantage. But I don't think there would be any way that you could just like hang from your legs and go across.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're like a monkey. But as far as I know, we only have humans running the course.
This is true. This is true.
Hey, Phil. Guess who's up next? Phil and I know the next runner. Phil, do you want to tell him how we know him? Phil knows him more than I do.
Yeah, so something that I've met most of my friends on, including this fellow over here, Jake.
Who?
Jake.
Oh.
I've been when I was a teenager and everything, I really loved to play Roblox of all things, and this next guy is a dude I met on Roblox. We used to play Ninja Warrior games together on it, and now he's in the adult division, and he's really
qualified and he's ready to go.
Yeah, Randy Perez, he's really good at cliffhangers.
Let's go Stooge Guy 10.
Randy Perez actually just competed at the New England Regionals, and he started Ninja seriously in March of 2020.
He's got his music on.
He's ready to go.
Let's go, Randy. Right through the building blocks and up onto the Sendigans. We would love to see a clear out of Randy here. Cruises through them and dismounts in about 10 seconds.
He's looking very smooth, very calm.
He's got the music on in his ears.
Yeah, the only thing...
right on the edge there. Good control on
Still
short
got
line.
great time, even though he's taking a more relaxed approach. Plenty of time. Smooth as fast.
Yeah, he is collected. Big pull forward, comes around. A little bit awkward, but he has a good reach, and that gets him over to the other side. He's moving quickly down. Dismounts, no problem. 50 seconds left. Leaps out to the first board. Could he be the second Roblox ninja to hit a buzzer at Worlds? Transfers to the third board, and he's got it. He has over 30 seconds to go. Time and enough to clear.
He's going to need to be really quick through this one. I want to see just one pull
Big
back
pull.
before he goes for the
Good
dismount.
pull there, and he's off.
Nice. All right.
Over
With
20 seconds left, it might be enough.
That should be enough. I think we have seen athletes get through
On
this
this
in
one
under
here,
20.
leaps. Yes!
Oh,
he
and
locks
did you
in.
see those fingertips on that
He has
left
time.
hand?
To the next flat. Got it! Yes! Let's go! Randy Perez into stage 2!
1:23 for the time. Not the fastest clear, but a clear is all you need to keep your name in the game. Great work out of Randy. Phil and Jake are celebrating over here.
Oh, yeah.
They are so excited. All right, up next we've got Ryan Meeks.
Ryan Meeks. I've trained with this guy
Oh,
at
nice.
Sam Warriors. He trains predominantly at Rise of the Warehouse now, but I still see him around every so often.
Randy Perez becomes the second ever Roblox kid to get a buzzer in stage 1 behind myself.
There we go. And Ryan cruising through here.
Yeah, I was super
He wanted
impressed with
that link.
run.
Yeah. Ryan last year got to St. Lawrence Gap, which was not a bad performance at all. And now he's looking to do even better. And Lulu on the sideline, a training partner of his, as well as Grant Kenningham, who will be running later this heat. Good moving there, and he's up.
Ooh, that was
well
a very
done.
pretty.
And he's off of boardwalk, 50 seconds to go. He's got time. You can see he's still chalked up, and he leaps out to the first board on a nice feint job. Now this sideways catch. Got it. He's locked in. He's calm. Goes over to the third board, and he's off.
Nice
On
and
to
efficient.
bazooka barrel with over 30 seconds to spare. Needs a big pull here. Oh, and he
There it is.
absolutely gets
He's locked
it.
in.
Splat a lot now. He has
Here it is.
about as much time as Randy did right before him.
Now he's just got to line up this
Yeah,
throw.
it's just about locking
It
in on
looks
it now.
perfect.
Yes, he's got the mixed grip.
That is the first athlete we have seen actually execute a mixed grip.
We saw that yesterday, too. And he hangs on, and Ryan Meeks is going to finish stage
Woo!
one. Back to back.
Great work out of Ryan Meeks with 122, about a second faster than Randy Perez. But again, you know, where you finish and your time will determine how you run in stage 2.
Yeah.
So can give the athletes an advantage because they'll be able to see other athletes compete on the course. But, you know, I think these athletes are just happy with a clear, happy to still be in the game regardless of that time. It's a tight time limit, so finishing in and of itself is definitely a huge accomplishment. All right, you guys, Cara Mack is up. She is the Ninja Babe. You guys will recognize her from season 13 of A&W, season 9 as well. Cara Polillo and I actually are working together this week on a seminar for the, we're talking about the future of Ninja and what it means to be a female in the sport and what sort of changes we may make to the sport in order to continue for it to be an empowering and a sport where female athletes can experience the most success. Now, all of those things aside, Cara is a super strong Ninja athlete. She really locked in her training after a shoulder dislocation that happened on stage 1 testing of A&W in season 10.
Oh, and she is cruising
And she
through
is
boardwalk.
absolutely cruising. We said earlier that she has actually been on this obstacle before on A&W,
Yeah.
and she is absolutely showing us that she is a force to be reckoned with
One
here
last
today.
swing, and she's out of there.
All right, you guys, this is a precise move, taking a deep breath.
A chance to move into the lead for the women.
Let's go, Cara. Scuffing your feet a little bit there. Now, Cara actually
That's a thick
trains
lache
here.
bar.
Yeah. Cara actually has trained at the center court gym, so you know she's familiar with these obstacles.
No, she had both hands on either side, but just couldn't lock herself
just
in.
missed it. Oh,
Moves up
so
onto bazooka
close.
barrel.
Now, I think we'll have to look at the time, but time-wise, she made some pretty solid work.
How
And
does she
easily
stand?
could have
She
cleared
is
that.
in the lead by
And
3
Cara,
seconds.
It takes first place by 3 seconds.
Moves into the
Awesome
lead for the
job.
women, just ahead of, I believe, Jane Greenbaum. Yep. All right.
Fantastic work out of the Ninja Babe. Be
Kevin
sure that
Hart.
you come over to our seminars, you guys, during the lunch breaks during this week, in addition to the movement seminar and also Adaptive Ninja with Tegan Rubel. So during all the lunch breaks, we're going to be having seminars, so make sure that you come out to those if you are here. Kevin Hart.
Here comes Kevin across the building blocks. He says his favorite ninjas are Sam Sand, Daniel Gill, and Nick Fordney, all very strong Texas ninjas. Yes! Well done on the transfer of the Sendagons. And Hart, the
Ooh,
first
and
class
just
ninja,
makes
is
that
through the
dismount.
first 2 obstacles.
Keeping those feet up.
Oh, and he's having
Oh.
trouble.
I don't like this.
He's going down to a knee
Okay,
here.
good. He's recovering.
I don't like this strategy. Maybe he just doesn't feel that he has the flexibility for this? I don't know.
Potentially.
There we go.
There we go.
Now he's got it figured out.
Now he's moving.
And he's through short line.
Short line, but a short
Ooh.
amount of time left on the clock.
45 seconds to go. I don't think he's got any time left to clear.
Certainly no time left to rest, that's for sure.
Up to the top. Oh, and he's gassed.
Making that reach, but arms fully extended,
Yeah,
not really what you
he's
want to
tired.
see.
Comes around. No. Come
We'll
on,
see
Kevin.
how much those fingers have left. Oh, okay. All right.
Pulls up.
That was a lock off.
Back to the board.
Not bad.
John Hart giving him advice from the sideline or photographer who ran earlier.
Maybe there's a little more in that tank
and
than
he's
we
lost
thought.
the board.
Oh.
That's it. Great effort out of Kevin Hart. He gave it what he had. AJ Nadal currently on the course. He's on to short line, looking real clean here.
I've been to a couple competitions with AJ, and he's definitely had a lot of growth over the last 2 seasons.
Oh, and he's up to the top in no time. Well done. Good spin around. And he's moving down boardwalk.
And the time is
45
looking
seconds left.
a little bit short. 45 is about halfway between no man's land and halfway between
Oh, and he's
getting
kicked
it.
the
Ooh,
board. That might be trouble. Oh, good recovery.
that is a very good recovery out of AJ. Here we go.
You don't want to kick that board and get it swinging.
No.
Oh, couldn't get the other hand around the backside of it. It was a tough catch.
But AJ is still moving, pushing
Look
to
at
get through
that.
the course here.
Just speeds right onto Bazooka Barrel. Nadal not giving it up. 15
Taking a
seconds
look back.
left. He'll have time to attempt splat a lot. Here he
Tech
goes.
is looking
Big
good.
swing
Tech
here.
is looking good.
Ah.
Just didn't quite get enough rotation in the hips to make that grab, but
Yeah, I don't think he pushed off enough. You got to throw pretty hard to get over there.
up
Here comes Calvin
next,
Tran.
Calvin Tran, another athlete. Whoa.
What is
Okay.
he? Oh, he's showing off.
Oh, absolutely showing off.
Come on,
Casual,
Calvin.
one-handed.
What are you doing? What's he
I'm
doing?
not really sure what this tech is. I think he's just seeing how long he can do a one-armed lock-off for. Oh. So it sounds like he dislocated his shoulder, and so he is just seeing what he can do on one arm for how long.
So he dislocated his shoulder before coming here?
I don't know the details. Recently.
Dislocated his shoulder a month ago.
A month ago, Greg is telling
And
me.
so he is just hanging on
What a
and staying
guy.
on the course.
What a
as
guy,
long as
Calvin
he
Tran. I
Guys,
love
he was
that.
on there for 45 seconds. 45
Can
seconds.
we give him the clear for that? Yeah.
Absolutely, we're giving him a clear for that. That was fantastic. I thought he was just showboating, but no, he's just still making his world's appearance and showing us how strong he is. That was a one-arm lock-off on a
Go,
rope.
Brandon!
Crazy. Up next, we've got Brendan Howe.
What a guy, Calvin Tran. I love that.
Yeah.
Here comes Brendan Rowe.
How?
So Brendan
Ow, I
had
misread it. Excuse me.
surgery on his right knee 5 days before his first
Take that
competition
bar
this
up there.
season, and is also going to have surgery on his left knee July 6th, 9 days after the season is over.
Oh, a little shaky. He's good.
That knee surgery not holding him back at all.
Not at all. Look at the movement. So powerful as he makes his way up boardwalk.
Ooh. And he did just kick his foot off of the board, but I think
I don't
that
think he kicked
Joe
it. I think
is
his foot just grazed it.
yeah, more incidental contact than anything
Yeah.
else. Doesn't look like it helped him.
Didn't really kick it. His foot just ended up bumping into it, which is going to happen when you have a board like that. Leaps out to the first board on a nice paint job and accidentally kicks the second one. That's going to be a tough grab now, but he saves
I think
it.
that actually helped him a little bit because it was more
I don't
even
know, but
when
now
he grabbed
when you
it.
kick it and it's a moving target.
That's true.
And doing a sideways catch on a moving target is not easy.
Yeah, I wouldn't
But he
recommend.
makes the most of it, and he is continuing to power through. He's got 20 seconds left, coming towards the dismounted bazooka barrel. He's going to need to hurry.
Brennan.
He can do this, but he needs to move.
Breathe.
Go here. Goes for the jump. Oh, he saves it.
Ooh.
Gotta go.
Is he gonna finish?
6 seconds on the clock. Gotta go on this one. He leaves. Oh, can't hang on.
Oh, great effort.
Oh.
Great effort out of Brendan. All right.
You know,
our
for
next-
him to get as wild of a swing as he did coming to
Yeah.
the second splat and still make that catch,
That was
you
crazy.
have to like know exactly what you're doing.
He goes to my gym, and one thing about him is he has a lot of power.
Yeah.
Definitely
He's
something he displayed today.
Yeah, he stepped up his training a lot over the past year or two, and it really showed. Nice run by him. It was his first time at Worlds.
And up next we have Christina
Mccandles.
Thank you. I was struggling on the
I love that name.
pronunciation there. She looks up to Jessie Graff as an
Yes.
athlete. She
Oh.
actually
Did you see that
ruptured.
climb on the
I
rope?
did. That was fantastic. Phenomenal. She actually ruptured her Achilles on a warped wall in December of 2019 and spent 11 months in physical therapy. And she's just come back this year to prove to all of us that she
Yes.
can come back. Making an appearance at Worlds, definitely
Oh,
a
wanna make sure she
fantastic
doesn't land
way.
wrong on that foot.
Yeah, for sure.
She had just based off these first two obstacles, you can tell how much power she has.
Extremely strong athlete. Good flexibility
She grabbed the
here too.
rope low and immediately like hauled herself up, grazing it. If she can save this, I will be astonished.
Yes.
Incredible out of Christina.
That is why ninjas should train push strength right there.
It is not
And the
cool in here.
and the
I'm
stability.
still getting chills.
Oh my goodness. That was
What a
that's a comeback.
recovery!
That's a comeback
The
right
amount
there.
of core strength you have to have going down to your arms on a slack
And keeping
leg.
your feet up.
She goes down on boardwalk, but
Wow.
I am in awe.
That was a moment right there.
That's gonna be one of the top saves at Worlds, I think. Great run out of Christina.
Mm-hmm.
William Fleming comes to the start line.
He wrote a lot.
About what?
William Fleming,
On his way. Good grab.
Sendagon.
Grabs on the corner. Gotta be careful with that. One of our Florida ninjas. Florida does produce a lot of really strong athletes.
I think that Ninja Center actually did. This was earlier in the season, but they ranked regions based on their ninjas, and Florida was pretty high up there. They do
Wow.
have a lot of strong ninjas.
And he's up to the top of boardwalk. Not incredible on time, but he can make it up here with a good move. And he's getting that.
He's got a okay, good. He locked it in. He had a lot of
All the way to
sideways
the bottom,
momentum. I was a
and
little
he
worried
dismounts.
about.
So he saves himself some time coming
Yep.
down the descent and leaps over to the first board. Now this transfer. Nice. Very controlled. Just over 30 seconds left. He's going to want to hurry if he can clear.
Now I still want to see somebody bullet through bazooka barrel.
Oh, that was an
Oh,
awkward
no.
slide on bazooka barrel.
Now you
and
can
now
still
he's hung up.
you can still pull and reach here.
That's going to slide. Oh, yeah, that's going to slide back. Really hard to generate
Oh,
any kind
no.
of swing. It was just, he threw himself forward a little bit coming
Yeah.
down the track.
Yeah.
And I think that cost him all momentum he had. But what a strong run up to
Yeah.
that point.
I would have liked to have seen him pull and reach there. I think it might have been. I think that might have helped him get to
Yeah.
that barrel and been able to continue. But still a really great run.
Yeah. And he gave it what he had.
Yeah.
He tried again. He didn't just drop immediately. He
Put
did
in the
not give
effort.
up.
All right,
Here's
you guys.
Heather Petty.
Heather Petty.
Now, 2 years ago, first obstacle. Last year, second obstacle.
Let's see if we can
saw
get.
somebody. We saw somebody with that record yesterday, and they got to the fourth obstacle, and she is cruising
She
already.
is looking so strong and confident.
Cheese and chicken quesadilla and an aside.
Big leap
Heather,
here.
ooh,
Oh,
okay.
doesn't commit. Needs
That's
to
okay.
Go here.
Here it is.
Come on. Yes.
Yes. Oh, and those
How
hands
about
got
a
a
new personal
little bit
best for Heather
twisted.
Petty?
Probably move it.
I definitely think so. As long as she gets this dismount, she's going to have it.
She looked good, but she had so many wasted swings there. I think that's going to hurt her arms. Her arms will get a little bit of a break here on short line.
Yep. I think that a lot of those swings was just having that confidence in the dismount, and sometimes you need those swings to really feel like you're going to get there.
Yeah.
But again, for the females, it's completion. So she is going to get through this one.
Nice.
And now if she can get through boardwalk, she's going to be in a pretty strong standing for the
she
female
will
field.
move into third if she can clear this. Oh, but she's looking a little bit tired. Walking her hands up.
Not the.
Does she have enough gas to reach the top? She's fighting for
Yep.
it. What an effort here.
There it is.
Heather
Good.
Petty all the way to the top.
Come on, Heather. Here we go.
Now she's got to make the reach over to the propeller. Got a hand on it. Big kick forward. Oh, no. There we go. Oh, no. Yeah.
And
when you just
less
go
than 10
straight,
seconds.
when you go straight to matching in the propeller, it's a little bit luck of the draw as to whether or not you're going to make it around.
But like you said, 2 years ago, first obstacle. Last year, second. This year,
fourth.
Third. Made it to the fourth. Oh, made it to the fourth obstacle.
That's an obstacle.
Correct. I was saying cleared. Cleared obstacles. Oh, is that when she went out or what she cleared?
Yeah, where she went out.
Oh, okay. I follow you now. All right.
Here's Isaac Allen. Last year in young adults, he got to the aerial barrel. Today, in adults, he's looking to go even further.
Ooh, I like those moves. Nice flow.
So powerful starting off on this course.
I'm really looking
dismount.
to seeing some athletes.
Yeah. And Ryan Meeks on the sideline watching him. He cleared earlier, so he's got an idea of what he's doing.
Got the beta.
On to boardwalk. Plenty of time on the clock.
Now, does his shirt say the Bun Ninja?
I don't know. What did he write
Nothing in the bios here, but I think I see something on the shirt. I think he said he's the Bun Ninja. That would make sense. He does have a bun.
Hey, the back of his shirt says all grip, no
or
rip.
Maybe it was the front. Yep, there it is.
Yeah. All right.
Let's see
Here we
what
go.
the Bun Ninja
On
can
to
do
nice
on nice
paint
paint job.
Big transfer here. He's got it. And I think he's going to go straight away to the third and dismount.
Ooh, good
he's got
efficiency.
over 30 seconds left as he races to Bazooka Barrel.
And he's
got the pullback.
Plenty in the tank right
doesn't
now.
quite dismount. 25 seconds now for Splat-A-Lot. Right into it. On to the first splat. Coming towards the second.
Ooh, those hips are a little bit wonky.
Go here.
Here it is. Here it is.
Big jump. Oh, he
nice.
ends on it, spins, and he almost loses his grip, but locks himself in. He has the time to make it through here. Big catch on the third. 10-second warning sounding, but it's not going to matter. He doesn't care. He's headed to stage 2.
Great celebration over there for Isaac Allen.
Fourth obstacle, second stage.
There you go. No problem. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Jeremy Warders. Now, I have heard a lot about Jeremy from one of his coaches, Julian McConnell. He is a very strong athlete. Lot of hype around him, so I'm excited to see this run. He's a speedster. I'm really hoping to see maybe your fastest clear right here.
Last year, got to St. Lawrence Gap, so we know he has what it takes to get deep into this course. He's taking it easy here to start.
Yeah, not super fast.
But, you don't need to be the fastest clear.
Just
Either
need
way,
to be
if
smooth.
you clear, you're probably going to be running a little bit further down the line in stage 2. You'll have time to get an idea of what the course is like because people will be running before you. Let's see that power on boardwalk. There we go. That's what I like to see. Up to the top, now the propeller. Comes around. Big reach.
Now he's taking
there.
his time. He's going to need to turn on the jets for these last 3 because he's going to have...
Wow. What if he turned on the jets now? I think he just did. I think they're already on. Big jump here. He's going to go right here, I think. Yep, got
nice
it.
precision.
I've seen a lot more
Still
people get
smooth.
that grab than I thought would. He's ready for Bazooka Barrel down the track. Pulls back.
His teammates are telling him
Dismount.
to move.
He's got more time than our last runner had.
He's taking the smooth.
He's
Smooth is
controlled.
fast. There we go. I like it. Smooth is fast.
A little bit offline, corrects
Nice and
himself in the
easy.
air. He's got time. 15 seconds. Last jump.
He
Woo!
is just
How
in
about this?
total
How many
control
times
here.
have we had 2 in a row today?
Have we had 2 in a row today?
Yeah.
I think this is number 1.
We had
2 in a
we
row.
had 2 in a row earlier, I think. Randy Perez, Ryan Meeks.
Maybe we can get 3 in a row? Here's Nikki Perella. Nikki Perella trains so much, you guys. I don't know if you follow her stories on Instagram, but she is always training. She trains at Gravity Forge and Dexterity Depot. I've seen her there. She trains here at Center Court. Super strong, very dedicated to the sport of ninja. Also loves to sparkle, as you can tell.
And she's got experience. This is her 4th time at the World Championship.
Yeah. I remember meeting her when Worlds was at Ninja Quest. That was the first time I met her. She helped me get get through a spinning PVC pipe.
Having a little trouble here on the Sendagons. Got her right herself. Here we go. Big Lachey! She doesn't get enough of her hands on it and just can't hang on. Tough break for Nikki Perella. John Hart reminding her she can keep going.
Yeah, and she's going to keep pushing herself through that.
Look how fast that was.
Get those first tries. Come on, get those first tries.
You know, of the people we've seen use their hands on short line, she was one of the fastest.
Definitely
through
the
it, I
fastest
think.
through that. And you know that was part of her plan, right?
Yeah.
Nikki is also just an analytical athlete, so I can tell you right now that she has probably been watching the Masters live stream.
There
She
we
watched
go.
the previous
pull
waves.
Pull up, you're there. Reach it. Oh.
That's okay. This girl's got grip for days. She's definitely going to figure out how to spin that back around. She's not going to give up. Unless there's another obstacle she wants to try. She might give up for that.
Only 15 seconds left. She's looking down. Come on, Nikki.
Definitely want to see her keep pushing.
Lets herself
And
drop.
she hops down. Still a great fight out of
And she's
Nikki.
going to head off the course. What a run.
Making herself
Well.
continue on even after a fall.
We have next up the only athlete in this field who's been to stage 2 before while competing for the championship, Sam O'Brien. In 2018, he got to the salmon ladder. Last year, he was one of the earlier runs in stage 1 and just came up short on the last obstacle fidget finale. Now, Sam O'Brien wants revenge on stage 1.
So you're saying season 4, he made it to stage 2?
Yeah.
And that
Season
means...
3.
Oh, season 3.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say, because season 4 was not only swivel steps, but also the monster
Yeah, he was a
swing.
monster swing victim in season 4.
Ah. Like
Sam
so many-
O'Brien
like
has
so many of
cruised,
us.
Yeah. Sam O'Brien has cruised to Boardwalk so far. There we go. Good pull around. He's tall. He's got power. That's going to help on Boardwalk. And off of there with 50 seconds to spare, he has time. I think we might be seeing Sam O'Brien in stage 2 if he can keep it under control throughout the second half of this course. Leaps over. Good catch on nice paint job. Locks himself in. He's got 35 seconds left. Looking for the dismount. And on to Bazooka Barrel. Takes hold of the ring. No problem. Big pull back.
Ooh,
That's
nice
going to get him to the
efficiency.
platform.
I
No
like that.
problem. 25 seconds. We've seen people make it through this with that much time.
Just got to lock in that swing. Hips
He's
look
staying
good.
collected.
Set looks good.
Big pull.
Nice. That's the way to do it, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
right there. Super smooth.
Didn't rely on the swing. He mostly relied on the throw.
Mhm.
And I think Sam O'Brien, welcome back to stage 2.
We almost had 3 in a row right there.
Yeah. Hey, 3 in the last 4? I wouldn't say that's too bad.
Solid.
And he vaults over the fence. We have now double digits in clear.
Yeah, Sam O'Brien is our 10th finisher, and we're not even into the final wave. Next up, Carrie Faber coming out of Steel City. One of many athletes we've seen come out of Steel City, including Scott Carslaw, who was one of our most eccentric competitors yesterday. John Hart, who were in earlier, our photographer. And Carrie, among the ranks of the Steel City Ninjas. Oh, a little bit of a close call on the building blocks, but
Whoa,
she stops herself.
Gets the clear.
Good work there. Climbing the rope. Think she's ready for the Sendagons. There we go. Good work, Carrie. Oh, I would have taken one more swing.
Exclaiming what is
Maybe
wrong
a little
with
bit
me.
out of it.
A little bit of nerves. I do think that the Sendagons, it is a weird swing.
Yeah,
so it's not your basic
definitely
cliche.
I tried it yesterday. It was like I could do this in 2 swings. I couldn't do it in 2 swings.
Yeah.
I had to take multiple swings just to get my swing straight, as Carrie is fighting her way up boardwalk.
It's one of those obstacles that because your hands are
Keep going.
one in front of another, one of your hips will send forward before the other one.
Absolutely.
And so you really need to put more upper body control into it in order to get a straight swing. And a lot of athletes don't anticipate that.
Yeah. Come on, Carrie.
Carrie is still
She
doing
got
a great
good
job.
spin, but she didn't make the move.
Oh, she's hanging on.
Oh,
Good
she's
lock-offs.
locked
Still
all
got
the
those
way
lock-offs.
off, but
Oh,
she wasn't
dropping
there.
down.
Come on, Carrie. She's there. Pull up. Find it in yourself, Carrie.
10 more seconds. Here we go,
Get
Carrie.
that second
Come on.
wind.
Here we go. Look, she's trying to build that swing. She is not giving up.
Ah. She fought for every inch. All right, we will be back in just a few seconds after Greg gives an announcement. Here is Clark Troutman. Last year was his first adult. It was his first year in adult after he failed monster swing in young adults. He got to St. Lawrence Gap last year, and now he is moving with reckless abandon across the first stage.
That was the most efficient I've seen anyone get through
Yes.
Sendagons.
Over a minute 10 as he hauls himself up boardwalk.
Definitely an exciting
Big
run.
pull here, comes around. Oh, he almost misses the board. Good recovery out of Clark Troutman on boardwalk.
Now Clark,
He's still got a minute left.
I know, this is insane. That's the
Don't overshoot that landing. There we go.
absolutely the fastest time we've seen to that point. Now Clark actually, I'm surprised by this. Sometimes with the younger ninjas, you'd see them looking up to more of like, I'll say the current winners of A&W, but
Yes!
Clark actually has Jeff Britton listed as
Love
one
Jeff
of his
Britton.
inspirations. Absolutely.
Even to this day, one of the strongest ninjas that ever existed, Jeff Britton. And Clark Troutman,
Absolutely.
I think he picked
doing
a good
him
role
proud.
model. 30 seconds left, right out of the second splat.
Are we
He
going to
has
see a new
time,
fastest
and
time?
he might have time for the fastest clear at this rate. One last jump.
3 seconds
Hits
before.
the button.
Hey!
18 on the clock, Clark Troutman.
1 minute and 11 seconds.
his
That
third
is our new
time in
fastest
stage 1.
time.
He missed this
He
test by 300ths.
By
Clark
300ths
Troutman
of a second?
just missed the top spot by 300ths of a second.
Wait, over who? Over Ryan?
Ryan
Oh
Scott,
my
our second
gosh.
run. Clark
Ryan
Troutman
Scott
virtually
still
ties.
holding on to the
He-
top spot.
If we were to stop right now, he would be running second to last in stage 2.
Oh my goodness.
Here is Nicolette Mcdonald.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nicolette Mcdonald actually got the call to compete on A&W this year, but unfortunately, someone in her family tested positive for COVID, so she didn't have the opportunity.
Oh,
But I've been competing with Nikki a lot this season, and she is just so strong.
look at that.
You see the pink breast cancer awareness ribbon on her shirt. She
Yeah.
is a surgical breast oncology nurse practitioner, and she is just so dedicated to making sure that women are getting the care that they need. She has 2 amazing daughters, and let's talk about how amazing of an athlete she is
Yeah,
right
that
now.
dedication has carried over into Ninja very clearly. Pulls herself around, got the side of the board. She's onto the back half of boardwalk.
Making those hops.
Could she be the 3rd woman to complete this obstacle?
Ooh, going to the front
Here
of the
we
board,
go.
which was a smart
She's
move.
almost there. You got this. Come on, Nicolette. Yes!
Getting the clear.
Our
now,
3rd woman through boardwalk
third
today.
woman through boardwalk. Very awesome to see that. And now let's see if she can get through. That's a nice paint job. You know she wants this. Look at
She
that
wants it
determination
so
on her
badly.
face.
I
You
would
know
take one
she's
more
gunning
swing.
for it.
Oh! Oh, she had her other hand on top of it. Couldn't lock it in. What a run. Up onto Bazooka Barrel. Not only did she almost make that grab, she had enough time to get to the next obstacle, too. Wow.
Gotta give some love to my New England
Hey,
peeps.
so Chad Hohn, I'm looking at his progression.
Mm-hmm.
In 2018, he failed the second obstacle Bazooka Go. In 2019, he failed the swivel steps. Last year, St. Lawrence got the 6th obstacle of stage 1, so he
Wow.
rocketed his personal best from the 2nd obstacle to the 6th.
That's
And
fantastic.
now Chad Hohn has his sights set on the buzzer.
Oh, I have seen Chad compete before. It was at a competition at Illumination Training Center, and the amount of cheers this man amassed from the crowd
Yes.
was ridiculous.
Such a
He's
good
got
guy.
lots
Good
of
transfer on the
fans,
Senegons.
lots of love. And I see him clearing this course based on what I've seen of his competition before. Not
Oh
using
my
those
gosh,
hands.
hands only across it. That saves him so much time. Hops
Now
right
he's
up
at
on the boardwalk.
107 on boardwalk.
Big pull here. Well done. He's over to it. There we go.
There it is.
Using that wingspan to his advantage. And he's going to get off the boardwalk with just a tad over 50 seconds to go. But he knows that that does not mean he's completely safe on time, so he's keeping that pace of urgency. Leaps. Got it. I don't know if those are his kids or students of his.
I think those are maybe a combination of both here.
Maybe a combination of both.
Yeah.
Either way, people close to him cheering him on from the sideline. On to the bazooka barrel.
Getting a little tired.
Hey,
You saw him pause
Bazooka
right
Go
there.
got him 3 years ago. How
I was
about
just-
that? He's through the 6th obstacle.
And he's
On
got
to Swell.
20
He's got
seconds.
just under 20 seconds to spare.
Line it up. Looks good to
Big
me.
jump. Hangs
Oh.
on. 13 seconds. Could Chad Hohn into stage 2? Needs to go on this one. Leaps. Got it. Come on, Chad. Get off of there. Yes. Clutches the clear. Chad Hohn into stage 2.
With less than
He
2
barely got
seconds. Less than 2 seconds. He gets the clear.
1.19 to go.
You guys, you should have seen Becky's face over here as Chad was going for that last dismount.
He saw his
12th
he knew
clear
how
of the
much time
day.
He had. He didn't go for that backswing. He just reached out and tried to keep his momentum going forward, and it worked.
All right, guys, Marissa Jenkins. She and I have been competing in the same division for a couple of years now.
Wow, look at the focus.
I remember meeting her at Worlds, actually.
Let's go. Yes.
And
Last
she's
year-
super strong.
Last year, she went down on forward progress. She's just set a world's personal best for herself, and now she's looking to go above and beyond that. Yes, beautiful.
She definitely has the upper body strength and the endurance to get through boardwalk. So it's just going to be about getting that
at
spin
that.
around. But look at that power. Look at
Look
the
at that
speed that she
power.
progressed up those boards.
Oh, not too much of a kick forward.
I don't think that's
oh,
going
but
to
she's
hurt
got the
her.
reach. Oh, couldn't get the left hand
And
up.
just missed that hand when she made the reach up.
Oh.
Oh.
I felt that last year when I went down an aerial barrel. I was like, I was trying for the grab. I just missed it. And I was just lying there like I could have done that.
I know. And you know that she's going to stay determined to
Look
get
at
the
this.
rest of these obstacles.
Oh my God.
And it's always so heartbreaking when a female athlete, or any athlete really,
Oh.
clears the obstacle after the make or break point,
Yes.
or that has been the make or break
Pull
point.
up here.
but failed
Get this.
before.
Let's go.
I think we're going to see her clear the rest of this.
Come
and
on, finish
look at
this
that.
one.
Enough
You're
time
right
to
there.
get through the 6th
Get it.
obstacle.
I did that yesterday in the Senegons.
Yeah.
Wow.
And she's going for it. Going for that touch.
What an incredible effort out of Marissa Jenkins. And honestly, I'm going to make a call. We'll see her in stage 2.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
She's in fifth
fifth
overall
place.
for the women. She hauled her way all the way to boardwalk.
Okay, guys. I can't wait to talk about this next athlete. Michael Belbel. Mike Belbel. Michael Bellion. This is your 13th clear right here, ladies and gentlemen. I feel confident enough in this man's ability to say it
Look at
before it
that.
happens. He's going for the wanted the link right there.
What is his shirt? Why does it
Michael
have a Waluigi
Bellion
hat on? What is he
is
doing?
wide gang. I think he just got a little ahead of himself there. He's-
Yeah, a little ahead of himself.
Now, Michael has competed at Ultimate Obstacles with us quite a few times. In the regional competition for New England, it was between him and James Burns. And he's got
God.
insane grip strength. He can one-hand those like giant 8-inch cowbells like nobody's business. So boardwalk, zero problem for him.
He just broke the obstacle.
I think the obstacle just broke.
He just broke the obstacle and beat it anyway.
And you know that he's going to say that that's because he's so wide. Watch out for the Instagram post.
We're probably going to take a little bit of a break here after this run. It looks like a bolt snapped as Anthony DeFranco, our head course designer, coming over to take a look at it.
All
but
right,
that's not going to stop Michael Bellion
30
as he
seconds
cruises
left.
his way over to the bazooka. Look at that.
Very smooth. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, as long as he dials in this grab, he looks really focused, and I like to see that from him. That grip strength.
A little too high, I think.
Body was not even in the right spot for that grab, and he got it. That just shows you how strong he is.
No regard for his own well-being.
13th clear of the day.
Hey, 13th clear.
For Michael Bellion. Oh my gosh. You guys, we're going to see him in stage 2. I would venture we're going to see him in stage 3 where he will really get a chance to shine with that grip strength that he has.
So
exciting.
Kenningham is heading to the start line. I don't think he's going to be getting the go-ahead anytime soon.
Yeah, we kind of broke.
Yeah, I think Joe Meisner's telling him now. The
he is on
obstacle broke.
Ice. Why don't we, while we take a break, are we going to shut off the live stream or are we going to keep chatting?
No,
I think we can keep some content going. Now, can we pull up NinjaWorks right now and just take a look at where all the athletes are standing?
Yeah, let's see this.
Let's do an update for the viewers here.
In the lead, Ryan Scott by 0.03 of a second, and just
insane.
A frame behind him is Clark Troutman.
Now, what's interesting about that is when I compare Ryan's run to Clark's run, Ryan was more composed.
Yeah.
But still just as fast.
Yeah.
And Clark, he exploded.
Yeah.
He was literally just every obstacle he was exploding. So it's so funny. You always hear coaches say smooth is fast,
yeah.
trying to get their athletes to calm down and just lock it in.
Yeah.
And that's what Ryan did. That's the experience that he has. I'm not sure how many seasons has Clark been competing. I think you mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, this is his third season.
His third season, right. And Ryan's been in the Ninja
he's done better
game.
every season.
Yeah. So, but still, just super fantastic. Now, what's third place looking like right now?
We have Josh Parisi in third at a minute 13:89, and he is 6 seconds ahead of fourth place.
And then we have David Vergara, Kenny Tran,
Jeremy Waters,
Michael Bellion,
Sam O'Brien, and Ryan Meeks are both getting clears.
Danny Adair, Isaac Allen, Randy
Perez, the guy we know.
Yep.
And Shad Hohn finally went from failing
Barely
the
on
second
that
obstacle,
clear.
the first obstacle. Oops, sixth obstacle, clear.
Yep.
All right, now for the women.
Oh, before we go to the women, though,
Yeah.
it's top 35%.
Top 35%.
What is that
will
for the
advance.
men? What is the number
Do we have the ability to go ahead
that's
and frame?
going to move on?
Yeah, hold on, let me see exactly.
Because I said this earlier at the beginning. I'm really wondering if our top 35% is all going to be finishers on the men's side.
It might be. I'm going to check real quick.
Phil's going to pull up the website, but as he does that,
Let's take a
for
look.
the women, Cara Mack is in the lead by a few
Fantastic.
seconds.
Good work, Cara.
Jane Greenbaum not too far behind by just 2.5 seconds, and by another 3 seconds, Nicolette Mcdonald, who ran earlier, our third person to beat Boardwalk, sits in third place.
All right. We are getting a hold of Chris to make sure that this obstacle malfunction doesn't stop us too much in our tracks.
Well, given how early we finished yesterday, I don't think a stoppage like this will cost us too much time.
I mean, we have 2 runners left.
Yeah, we have 2 runners left in the wave.
Everything's been running really, really well and on time so
Yeah.
far. I think that the course time limit that Center Court picked out was perfect.
Yeah.
And the reason I think it's perfect, now, we saw this a lot. I'm not sure in other regions, but in the New England region, it's a very thick region. We have a very dense region,
Yeah.
lots of gyms, lots of ninja athletes. And so we saw gyms doing more faster courses and speedier courses because they couldn't have too many people in the building
Yeah.
at one time. So they really were trying to pump as many athletes
Yeah.
through as possible. And what we saw with that was a lot of courses that were really long, but you had to be literally technically perfect on every single obstacle
if you were going to get a clear.
if you were going to get a clear. And I was worried about that with this course, actually, with the time limit. But I think we're seeing that you can still make a few mistakes here or there, miss a swing or something like that, and still have enough time to finish.
You just have to give yourself that room to recover. All right, Phil, here we go.
All right, so we have 44 runners in the men's division so far. So that, and 13 of those 44 have completed. So it's going to be tight. You might have to finish to move on by the end of this thing.
Absolutely.
About,
so
how many runners for the men do you think we're going to have?
Total.
2 left? How many?
Well, like overall, it's going to be close to like 60, right?
Yeah, something like around there.
So maybe I would say let's earmark it at 20 or maybe a little bit more of the men moving on.
And then we have 25 women. Which,
so far?
Yeah.
25 women so far.
So top 6 or 7 would move on.
Yeah.
And so that
we do have about another 10 women in the next wave.
Right. And with those 10 women, those are the ones that got the highest in the power rankings. That means that it's going to be tougher and tougher to get in.
Yeah.
One of our last runners in the last wave is going to be Darren Depaolo, who
she's a monster.
She got to stage 2 last year.
She is an absolute monster. I saw her compete at Southeast Regionals at Motive Movement, and you could just tell she's super strong. Can absolutely get through. Another one to watch, Megan Boudouet. She's coming up. She qualified via points, so she'll be in the last wave.
Yeah.
But
I have her as number 90 of 95. Of course, we're not going to have 95 runs, because as with every division, we have to mark a couple people off if they don't show up. It happens.
It does. All right, so what's that final number then? Do we have that? What is 35% of the men's division right now? Altogether.
We're not sure exactly how many, because you said we're gonna earmark it at about 20 of them moving.
Oh, hang on. I have an Excel spreadsheet right in front of me. I think I can do this.
Sick.
Oh yes. Let's use that sort function to our advantage here. I love spreadsheets.
Well, you're offline on Google Sheets, so I don't know if it'll sort.
Oh, okay. Offline. I think
you
it's
can
just
open it in Excel. There's Excel on that laptop.
Yes.
It's on the taskbar.
Do
I have time to use the bathroom?
If you no internet connection. We can still make this entertaining. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you've been enjoying this so far. We are still working on getting this obstacle fixed up. Some exciting things that we have on tap for this week. We've had the Masters compete yesterday. We have the adult competitors competing today. Tomorrow will be young adults. And then after that, we will have teens, preteens, mature kids, and finally the elite division on Saturday to cap it all off. There's so much anticipation for all of these divisions. I could name you several athletes to watch and be excited about in, I think, every single division.
Absolutely, yeah. Every division will have pretty much the same course, just slightly adjusted for age and height differences. And, yeah, it's going to be quite an epic showdown every single day this week.
I think, well, talking about the elite division, so who a lot of people are familiar with, in the women's side, can't not say Addie Herman's name. Addie Herman has been absolutely cleaning house this season in all of her competitions. But another athlete that trains here at Center Court, Ava Colisanti, actually beat her in the Northeast Regional.
Oh, yeah, and Ava Colisanti, I saw her compete for the first time at Gauntlet, and she was incredibly strong, and Gauntlet was all upper body.
Absolutely.
She definitely has a very strong upper body, has very good control. So, yeah, I think the elite women's division is going to be quite a showdown, and I could absolutely see several of the elite women getting to stage 2.
All right, we're going to turn off our mics for a quick second here for an announcement. some fantastic announcements from the one and only NNL World's announcer, Greg Schwartz.
Thank you very much.
Very welcome, very welcome. An iconic voice in the ninja community. I remember several of my runs being announced at the Ninja Academies. So
an iconic voice. The iconic
Oh,
voice.
I'm sorry. Excuse me. The iconic voice. Uniconic voice was not enough. The iconic
The
voice.
only voice.
The only voice. The only voice. All right. So we just talked about some of the elite female athletes. I'm gonna say something that might throw people off here. I really think in the men's field, it is anyone's game.
Oh, absolutely. I actually agree with that. At the top of the elite division was so hard to qualify for this year. Everybody that made it is just, men and women, are extremely strong.
Yeah.
And I really cannot think of a single, and every single one of them is a favorite to me.
Yeah, and even, going back on what you said, like the females and the males, I don't really think that these courses are going to be too much of a challenge for them, stage 1 and 2. And then it really does come down to stage 3. Now, what has given a lot of these athletes kind of an edge this season is speed. And I think that that's because of the types of courses that we've been seeing at competitions. Like we mentioned earlier with COVID, we've had shorter courses so that we can pump the athletes through at a faster rate and get more athletes to come to competitions, right?
Right.
And so the speedsters have done really, really well because a lot of the courses haven't been super endurance focused. They haven't been longer courses where you really need to push the endurance.
Right.
And so, but, I think stage 3 is the equalizer. I really think it is. Now, the fast athletes certainly have that endurance, but I would say that that edge of being super, super fast isn't there quite as much.
Yeah, definitely. With this format, the stages, the traditional stage format, stage 1 has always been about speed. And so, yeah, like you said, it'll play into those people that really succeed this season's hands. And for stage 3, I think it might be a battle of just like the people that can get past the vertical limit and the blind cliffhanger grab. But here's Jake.
Yeah, quick turnaround time. Had a little bit of a stoppage after
After the super wide man,
Yeah.
Michael Bell broke our course. He's going to be very proud of that. You know that.
Also, Michael Bellion, if you're watching this, I am jealous of your Hot Wheels collection because I love cars.
Yeah, Phil, known for being a race car. I believe we're about ready to go again. Here's Grant Kenningham, a coach from Iron Sports, where I train.
Ooh.
Grant,
What can
incredibly
he-
strong. And he is ready to go. Got iced a bit there after that stoppage, but I don't think he's going to let that hold him back.
Should keep
Cruising
him
through the Sendagons.
locked in.
Nice. Now on to short line. No problem here so far. This is Kenningham's first time in the World Championship, and he's going to take on the now fully functional. Are you switching the cameras?
Yeah. No, it froze.
Oh. Kenningham cruising through here. Looks like that's fully functional. And he dismounts Boardwalk, no problem. 45 seconds to go. Right up onto nice paint job. Oh, taking an extra
Oh, boy.
swing. Might have a little too much swing.
Ooh.
Great recovery. Stays focused and locked in. Dismounts, and he's got over 30 seconds to spare. Big pull
Plenty
back.
of time. Will we see another finisher right
Ooh,
here?
gotta take another swing. 25 seconds left. That is time enough to clear. Come on, Grant. Let's get another Houstonian in here.
Here we go. Those hips are a little bit off, but I don't think it'll be a
Get it.
problem.
Oh, he got a low transfer and hung on.
That
12
is impressive.
seconds. Big jump. Got it.
Those handles
Oh,
spin.
and Grant Kenningham.
Oh.
Welcome to the club, buddy.
Come
You're
on,
into
Grant.
stage 2.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, those handles spin. So to catch it the way he did with zero height, going like basically directly into it, with one hand and before the other one caught it, that's impressive. That is extremely
we just had
impressive.
a stoppage, and now the wave's about to end with our last runner, Blake Coleman.
Here we go, Blake. What are some fun things to know about Blake, Jake?
I don't have anything. I don't have the bios.
It does
Coleman.
not. Oh, looks like
On to the
apex
Sendagons.
climbing. Now, Blake
Oh, look out.
looks up to Donovan Matoyer.
Oh, Chico's
That's one of
great.
his favorite ninjas. Donovan Matoyer is actually competing in the elite division
Yeah, one of the
this
best
year.
of the best, if
Absolutely.
you ask me.
You all are
Look out.
familiar with his
Ooh, that's
360 on the warp wall in A&W, but he's just super fast, super
He
strong.
won full swing last year, which of course is
Those were
back
some
this year.
lightning fast moves.
I'm not going to spend too much time talking about Donovan Matoyer because
Blake
he'll have
is
his
putting
time.
up a
Yeah.
run-up. Now, he's not moving as quickly as I'd like to see him to feel comfortable with him finishing the course or to finish with a comfortable time
Big
limit,
swing.
but he is still showing some great strength here. Nice grab, looking a little
Here we go.
uncomfortable,
40
but
seconds
locking in
remain.
those hips.
He descends to the bottom of the board. And now if he's going to clear, he needs to hustle
He's
and
gotta
put on
hustle,
one of the
absolutely.
best back half performances we've seen yet. Under 30 seconds left. Oh, I don't think it's going to happen. Come on,
Taking
Blake.
a lot of
Got the
swings.
grab.
But
If he can
maybe
make it to splat a
if
lot,
he can make it to
might still
splat
be
a
in
lot.
contention for stage 2.
And just
Couldn't hang on, just ran out of
missing
gas.
that grip right there.
Come on,
He's
Blake,
looking
get through
tired,
this.
but he's going
Let's
to keep
go.
working. I hope he gets
Oh, he's got the feet on it. Oh,
Go!
oh.
Just collapsing onto the mat. He is
What an
done.
effort by Blake Coleman.
He is done. All right, and we are done
with this
for
wave.
about 5 seconds, I think, because the next wave, I don't even know, should we even turn off the live stream?
No,
We never turn it off.
We never.
I did it in halves. So first and second wave, then break, then second and third, fourth, right?
Okay.
For the live stream.
So
Well,
we're going to
that's
keep
it
the
for
live
wave
stream
3,
going?
But given the stoppage time to stay close to schedule, we might just be moving into our 4th and final wave.
We have now had, is it 15 clears on the men's side?
How many clears do we have?
Message that say no, we can't touch Carl.
15, I believe it is 15 clears on the men's side at this point. And let me check in with the man himself. Joe, are we going to have a bit of a break before stage, or the 4th wave? 2.5 to 3 minutes. All right, what do we think? Can we talk for 2.5 to 3 minutes before the next wave gets going? All right, we can
I
talk.
don't
We
think
can
my
talk about
attention span
Ninja
lasts
all
that
day.
long.
You've been sitting here for like 3 hours.
Look, don't judge me.
All
Well,
right.
maybe Phil can talk for that because I need to refill my water bottle.
That's a smart idea. A refill on the water bottle.
Yeah, I'm starting to get a little hungry too. I heard they got some tropical smoothie cafe for the staff. so-
What?
yeah, got an enchilada, or wait, no, quesadilla. Yeah, quesadilla and
That doesn't sound like a smoothie.
and a.
Is it
I
an
do-
enchilada smoothie?
Thankfully, no.
It does not sound delightful at
no.
all.
I'm getting an acai berry protein smoothie.
Wait, an acai or an acai?
Acai.
Acai. There you go.
Yes.
I actually never knew how to say that until somebody told
Acai.
me how to say it. It's one of those strange words
Yeah.
with the weird like pronunciation
Yeah,
things, and you're like, what? How does this word work?
Well,
they
I-
are delicious though.
Yeah, I knew the C is like a Portuguese C, but then
Very cool. Yep, acai bowls are pretty great. Now let's see. We are going to be starting off with Group D. The first runner is Tyler Mosession, and I am actually going to run away and go wish him good luck. So Phil, it is all you for the next minute or two here.
all right. I'll say good things about Tyler. I met him at Gauntlet. He is a beast of an OCR athlete. Ninja's kind of his more fun side thing, but he actually recently just won his first pro OCR race, and he's a great guy. I had a lot of fun talking to him at Gauntlet and learned a lot. And yeah, best of luck to him.
Who?
Tyler Mosesian, who's up next.
All right. It has just been pointed out to me, through 70 runs, we have had 14 fails on Boardwalk, 14 fails on Nice Paint Job, 14 fails on Splat-A-Lot, 14 clears.
Yeah.
We'll get those close.
All right. Looks like we're about ready to get back into gear here.
Yep.
Yeah, we're moving.
Did you guys tell him that I was, or just tell everyone that I'm his favorite ninja?
Well, you have a mic. You could say that.
Yeah, I was just telling people about how he's an pro OCR guy.
I know. Tyler wrote on his bio that he's kind of good at OCR. He just had his first big win at Battle Frog, actually. He just got first place in the endurance event, and he actually wasn't even training for endurance. So let me tell you about Tyler's. Oh, bullfrog. Excuse me.
They're both frogs that start with the letter
both
B.
frogs. Let me tell you about.
No! Oh, he rushed it on the Sendagons.
That's okay. He's gonna lock it in, Tyler. Come on, get the.
You got it.
Show yourself you can. Let's go.
Stay focused. And Tyler, he's not going to let that fail hold him back.
Oh, no, he's not. He's going to send it. Let me tell you Tyler's training strategy. He was at Ultimate Obstacles yesterday doing a tough OCR class. Yesterday. And I looked at him and I was like, Tyler, you're competing tomorrow. What are you doing? Rest days, man. But he actually finds that he competes better when he's tired from a race. And so he was trying to simulate that today. And, you know, I'm still proud of him, even though he didn't make it through Sendagons. He was going for it. You could tell he wanted to be efficient to go for the clear.
Yeah, about him not wanting any rest days, I can definitely attest to that. Like, honestly, I find that if I take too much time without training, I feel like not strong, you know?
No, that
even if I'm sore.
Mm-hmm. You feel like your body has to remember how to lâcher and remember how to grab onto things.
Oh, I like got back into my training after like way too long away a month or two ago, and it took me a while to remember my lâcher form. We're gonna move on to Whitney Lavencher. Last year got to forward progress.
Now, Whitney just overcame a major ankle injury this last year. She had an avulsion fracture, and that is nothing to ignore. She first started ninja training about 2.5 years ago. She can also crack a raw egg with one hand. That's kind of impressive. It might not seem like that difficult, but trust me, it is.
Decided to climb back up. There we go. Good grip on it. Let's see this swing. One more. Yes. Here's the transfer. She's got that easily. No problem on the dismount either. And she moves on to short line. Let's go, Whitney.
She's a pro. She's got her chalk on her pants.
See, my pants just end up getting chalk on them no matter what.
That is true. She's going to want to move that foot forward.
And Whitney staying calm. Tim Dexter on the sideline coaching her through. Yes.
Great work.
She's through there. If she can overcome this, she'll move into either 3rd or 4th place. Nicely done. Pulls herself around. Big pull up. Got the top.
Excellent.
She can do this.
Absolutely.
Come on, Whitney. Oh, she fought with everything she had.
And she had her hands in the right place, but just didn't quite have that left hand rotated around it the way she needed it.
I think it was just
she
what
fought
she
for
had
that,
left.
Though. Oh, man.
She gave everything she had to go.
And running out of time here, but let's see her get to there.
Let's get this grab. Get this grab. Get it. Yes.
Nice.
When you're tired, anything can be tricky.
Yeah, even stuff that you can do all day, every day.
It's why you see people like. It's why you've seen like Jody Avila slip up on the warped wall on the show, because if you're tired, I don't care how good you are at an obstacle, you can make mistakes. Next up is Carter Ray. Last year he got to St. Lawrence Gap, and we've seen a lot of our St. Lawrence Gap veterans complete this stage already. Well, Carter Ray joined them, and he has a clear on his mind.
That was some pretty efficient moves on Sendagon.
Yeah. And
Carter was also the top tester at the LA qualifiers for season 11.
Big jump.
So you know he's comfortable on big obstacles high up in the air, so I don't think we'll see any hesitation from him on boardwalk.
1 minute 2 to go. There we go.
Great moves. Easy work. Oh, big, huge reaches.
He's
Just
confident in
looking
his
so
abilities.
comfortable.
Next up, nice paint job. Looks for the jump, makes it. No! He went for a risky jump, and it cost
And how much
him.
time did he have left on the clock at that
He
point?
had about 45 seconds.
He had plenty of time to finish that.
Oh, and he's
But
disappointed.
again, and you know, it's a difficult choice, and the
Yeah.
athletes have to make that choice. Do they want to test themselves to see
don't
how,
know.
you know, what they can do? Do they push themselves to be efficient? Will it pay off? Will it not?
Yeah.
You know, that's a choice that the athletes have to make. And, you know, unfortunately for Carter right there, just got a little bit ahead of himself, but still taking away absolutely nothing from his run.
Yeah.
He had some really great moments.
Kristen Brickner on the course now, a world's rookie. And she makes a good reach to the Sendagons. Getting the swing built up, looking for the transfer. She's got plenty of swing and an easy
Yep,
grab.
good height. She's
making sure to breathe,
dedicated.
and she's keeping herself
Yep.
composed as she tackles short line.
Now, we saw her husband, the Rhino Ninja, run earlier. She has an athletic background. She was a college cheerleader. Just got started in Ninja last June. And so sometimes you see with the athletes that have a strong background in either cheer or in gymnastics, they have the
track,
strength.
Yeah.
But the technique sometimes, if they've only been doing it for a short time, sometimes you don't always see them.
I do think in gymnastics it helps a bit because you already have an idea of like how to move your
Air
body to do a
awareness,
lache. Yeah. Come on, Kristen. Oh, she doesn't pull up in time. She got a good spin, but she
Very
did not
good
reach
spin.
her way up. Come
She's
on.
looking really
pull yourself
strong.
up there. You can do this. Oh, she
Getting
locks
some
off
pointers.
just as it starts to twist backward.
Here we go. Right here.
Lock
Oh,
yourself
right there.
in. Oh.
And this is where that fatigue starts to set
Yeah.
in. If
Come on,
she
Kristen.
could pull up right at a moment's notice, she probably would have
Looking
gotten
down. No.
it. And she's not giving up. Going right to the end
Fighting
of her
for
time.
every inch.
And she
Great
slides.
effort out of Kristen.
Oh.
Next up, Mark Price. Price last year got to the aerial barrel, and now he's looking to go above and beyond. Making sure we've got the go-ahead. Thumbs up from everybody. Keon White, our main reset guy. And here we go with Mark Price. Do we have anything on him?
Mark Price actually trains at Ninja Warehouse in Salt Lake City.
That's a ways from here.
Coming to us from the Rocky Mountain region, another one of those regions that had very, very few competitions, and so we aren't seeing quite as many qualifiers from those divisions or from those areas.
And Price, well done on the boardwalk.
He's ridden his bicycle across the country twice.
Wow.
I don't know if that's all at once. 2 times in a row, like one
No, he
side
did it
back to the
twice
other.
At once.
Twice
he
at
rode
once.
2 bikes at once.
But could that? Oh, my mind is blown. That is, I don't even know how one would do that.
It's because you don't. It's because they lied. He's on a nice paint job, but he makes a good grab.
He's
He's got endurance. He's got fortitude, and he's
Yep.
got into the bazooka barrel.
Now, Mark Price said in his notes that training for Ninja Warrior has helped him keep up with his 2-year-old and also avoid the dad bod. I don't see any signs of that right
Whoa.
now. And with 20 seconds
20
left,
seconds
he could be a
left.
clear
It's gonna
right
be tough.
here.
But he's got a good swing built
Looks
up.
good.
Big jump. Got
Ooh.
it. 12 seconds. This is doable. Mark
Completely
Price is going to
doable.
jump
He's
to the
gonna
last
need to go now.
flat. Hangs on.
Good.
Gonna want to go here real soon. Oh, no!
Oh. And it looks like
one more swing. He would have cut it close, but I think he would have had time to make it.
it looks like he went.
At
I don't know
that
if we had the
point,
camera
I think
angle.
It was a bit of a guessing game.
I think his foot must have tapped down.
Yeah, no, I was watching on the screen. His
Yeah.
foot touched down on the lower
Oh
pad.
my gosh! Even at and he was so close to that buzzer too.
Yeah, I think it was a guessing game as to where he wanted
Oh,
to
that's
position
heart-wrenching.
himself, how many swings he wanted to take, because he knew he was going to battle the clock. That might get him into stage 2. We'll have to wait and see. We move on now to Clayton Kettlecamp. And Kettlecamp cruises through the first obstacle. He's looking strong as he tackles the Sendagons, and he's ready to go.
Now, one of the ninjas that Clayton looks up to is Johnny Wilder. And I think Johnny Wilder is actually here.
I'm not sure.
I think he is. I think I saw him.
Johnny Wilder, a Stage 3 veteran of the league. Ooh, awkward landing after a couple awkward swings. He's got some time to make up. Oh, just missed on short line. But he is going to keep powering
He's
through.
going to keep going. Clayton is working towards a Bachelor of Fine Arts in acting with a minor in creative writing at Missouri State University. And he's planning on doing some certifications in stunt work and combat
just misses the
for both
pass.
stage and film. My undergrad was actually in acting my first year. It's a super fun degree program. And I've always been curious as to what the population of actors and musicians is within the ninja community, because I feel like the creativity of the sport of ninja appeals to the creative side of acting and music. So,
well, you
should
talk
get
about
some
creativity. That's part of why Phil and I got into doing Roblox, because you can build, you can develop Ninja Warrior courses on there, and that's like where we met each other.
Fun fact, the Gauntlet course was built in Roblox.
That's awesome. All right, guys, Chris White, this is your top point earner for the New England region.
Last year only got to forward progress, looking to go above and beyond, and I believe he's about to. Cruises through it.
Chris is one of those athletes that has really just had a breakout season this year, just showing some super strong performances across all of his competitions. He's won several competitions. So those points, he did earn them by going to a lot of comps, but he did well at all of those comps.
Yeah.
So
New England is a stacked region. It produces a ton of incredible athletes. There's so many people who compete there, so it's really competitive to be the top point getter in New England. Not only do you have to be dedicated, but because there's so many people doing so many competitions, you can't get it just by going to competitions. You have to do well
at those competitions.
He leaps to the sideways grab and he gets it easily, but he's not got a ton of time left. With 30 seconds, he leaps to the last one, and he's going for the dismount.
Looks like he wanted it.
There we go.
Getting some pointers from Jordan Thurstein, telling him to go.
Oh, he's got to hurry. Under 20 seconds remain.
He might still be able to pull this out if he goes right away.
15 seconds onto the first splat.
He's going to have to throw it. Hopefully he doesn't throw too soon.
Chris. 10 seconds. Jumps. Can't hang on. Oh, what
just
a strong
misses.
Instead of Christopher White. Won't get the clear out of it. Great run either way.
Oh, man. We are getting down to...
About close to our final 10. I believe this is 12th to last on the list.
We've got Rebecca Anderson coming to us from the Southeast region. Trains at Motive School of Movement.
Did it just get louder? I thought it's louder. Up onto the rope of Sendagons. Good climb. And she pulls her way up.
Now, Rebecca
doesn't have a ton of swing.
Used to be a full-time cake decorator running her own business. So she went part-time with it and wanted to find a new hobby.
Yes.
Guys, I've seen some of the cakes that she has put together on her Instagram. I think it's Cakes by Becca, if I recall correctly. Definitely go check it out, because the creativity that this woman has and just the execution in her cakes is phenomenal.
I love looking at art that people make. I don't think I have the patience to get good at art myself, because that takes so much patience. And, I feel like this might be a cliche thing to say. Right. That translates to ninja.
Yeah.
And pretty much any skill that you have in anything you do, in one way or another, can translate to ninja. She's nearing the top of Boardwalk. She's trying to figure out how to get up here, and I think she's got it. Onto the propeller. Looking for it.
Good swing, good swing.
Coming around, halfway
that momentum.
there.
She's going to
need it, and now she's coming back. That's trouble.
There we go.
Moving her hips.
Almost.
Trying to make some coverage.
She could go. Oh.
Oh, no. Kept fighting for it, but Rebecca Anderson will drop out on Boardwalk.
Great work, Rebecca Anderson. All of these Motive Movement athletes doing their coaches proud. Next up, we've got Lulu Moore. What? Lulu? Yes. Or he also goes by the 936 Ninja.
Yeah. I've seen this guy around at Sam's. He trains at Rise. He is really strong, and if you talk to anybody who trains with him in Houston, I guarantee you they have nothing but good things to say about him.
That's awesome to hear. Lulu trained himself
Granton.
to be a competitive hip-hop dancer as well.
Yeah, well, I'm just waiting for her to finish talking. You see Grant and Ryan on the side, cheering him on, giving him advice. And Lulu on his way up Boardwalk. Very powerful. On his way around, no problem there.
Ooh,
He's in a little bit of time trouble.
Swift moves here. Definitely looking like he's trying to make up the time.
Yeah, he has ground to make up. 40 seconds are left.
Doable with perfection. He's
Here we go.
He can't take any more than
Tough
2
jump.
swings on any
Got
one
it.
of these.
And now he knows he's got that from here. If he can stay focused, smooth sailing as long as he stays quick.
If
Big
he goes
pull.
right now,
Got an
he'll have
idea
about-
of it. And
Yes.
he just made up a bunch of time. No! Oh, a little bit of an awkward jump off the
just
pad.
went too quickly.
Couldn't get his hands on top of the splat. Oh, that is a tough break from Lulu.
Very tough break for Lulu right there. He could have finished too in that time. You know, when we see them get off of Boardwalk with only about 40 seconds, it's iffy whether or not they're going to complete it, but he made up a bunch of time. He was efficient. He just lost his focus. I mean, he didn't even look that tired. That's so unfortunate.
I don't think he was tired. I think he just knew that he needed to move, and something in his brain just forgot to get his footing on it.
All right, guys. Liz Goss, your top female point earner in the NNL, in the adult division.
In the NNL overall?
Yep.
Wow.
And
here we go. This would,
from
if
the
she
New
can
England
get this,
region.
it's her first time through the second obstacle. She's competed this is her 4th time competing.
And it
She's
looks
moving
like
down the road. That's trouble.
Yep.
Oh,
no.
And she's disappointed.
Hey, Liz, you better crush everything else. Come on, let's go. I know you can. Get those boards.
You were distracting
Get those
her.
boards.
You were distracting her. You did that.
I met Liz at Ninja Quest, and I had only done like 2 NNL competitions. I qualified. I had failed. This was before there was a single obstacle clear requirement to qualify, and I failed the first obstacle, but I failed it later than everyone else failed it. So I qualified for my first Worlds.
Wow.
And I met Liz there. I had done 3 ninja competitions total.
Early NNL was a trip.
It was quite a trip. And Liz was one of
she
the
almost got over there.
female athletes that I was like, I don't know what to do. Do you know what to do? And she was like, yeah, here we go. This is what we can. Here's how we can practice together. And it was just a really great time, and we've been chatting ever since. Love competing with her. She's a really strong athlete.
Yeah.
She really has had an amazing season. I could go on and on saying good things about her. She really has had a super strong season. Today, I know she wanted to do more, and I know she has more that she could have shown us. So hopefully she'll get hopefully her skills run went well, and she had a chance to get some good work there.
Okay. Next up,
Liam
Mason.
goes by the Hummingbird Mason.
Phil, in Phil's words, has heard this dude's name before. And he is speeding across short line. He's there with a minute 15 to go. Is he chasing the top time? This is his first World Championship, so we don't have any previous results from him. But, you know, a rookie season at the World Championship with a clear, he's off of here with over a minute left.
That's crazy. He also plays the piano and the drums, so another creative
another musician.
ninja.
Yes.
Ooh, good.
He
good
can afford
catch.
to take time if he needs to, but I don't think he has
I
any.
don't think
I don't think he intends to.
He's moving. Getting a little hung up there.
Yeah. There we go. Beautiful slide. Big pull back. He's going to dismount easy. He's got 37 seconds on to splat-a-lot. It's all down to completion.
All right, and I hope he locks it in. He's looking a little
Let's
bit.
go, Liam.
There we go. There's the focus.
Yes!
Good. Great work on that.
That was
grab.
the tough catch. Now it's all forward from here. He's got the time for it. Yeah, it's not going to be an issue for Liam Scott. Kicks back. He's
What
done.
a great
Another one
job.
into stage 2.
Another
Liam Scott.
clear.
Is that our fastest yet?
Liam Mason.
Liam Mason. I
Liam
called
Mason.
him Liam Scott. I don't know
1:10,
why.
6:5.
Yeah.
Our
He takes
fastest
the
time.
lead by half a second.
First place. Just a little bit faster than Ryan Scott. These
Why did I
times
call
are
him Liam
so
Scott?
close.
I don't know.
Why did I say that?
Why'd you say what?
I called him Liam Scott. That's not his name. It's Liam Mason.
They both just moved so fast that they blurred together.
Well, we got Ryan Scott
There you
here.
go.
We got Philip Scott next to me. There's too many Scotts here. Go home.
Audrey Johnson coming to us from Motive Movement.
Tough
Woo!
crowd. Great resiliency.
Low on that rope, but really showing
didn't
off her
phase her.
strength.
That
Yeah,
did
she
not
was
phase
just
her.
like, Psh, I got this climb. Nice.
Yes.
Height on these swings.
Such power on those swings. One of the cleanest we've seen. Especially, I'm pretty sure both of her hands were on the tape at the bottom of the rope, and
Yeah.
she still brought it back.
Now, I've never seen Audrey compete before, but I did see her showing off some pretty great parkour moves and flips at Motive Movement when I was down there for Southeast Regionals. So super strong.
Here comes
Really
Audrey.
showing us she knows
Yes.
what's up. I think that she actually ended up competing in the
Look
Ohio
at that.
region.
Not even a hop. Just
Or the
walked her
Midwest
way
region.
down and clears boardwalk.
Fantastic.
That might put her in
And
the
that,
lead.
that actually might be the
That
fastest
might
time.
put her in the lead. We're not
Yep.
sure yet, but if she can get through nice paint job,
Then she definitely
that'll lock her in.
takes the lead
Come
for
on,
sure.
here's this tough jump. No! She was so close. Oh.
And we're just not seeing the women get enough height on that throw. I think the hand placement has been super precise for
Yeah.
most of them, but there's not enough
I
height or
think
time
it
for them
comes down to
hang on.
wingspan. The longer your arms, the more room
The
you have
easier.
to spare.
Yeah.
Look at that power, even on the jump.
Hmm.
What a run.
Fantastic work out of Audrey.
Why don't we check out the leaderboard? Let's see.
That was 50 seconds.
That's
for
the wrong leaderboard, Phil.
That's got to be, because I think Cara
Yes,
was at a
She
minute.
is in the lead
By
by
like
4 seconds.
That's crazy.
Audrey Johnson is
telling
in
y'all, that's
position to be the
crazy.
champion with just a few women left to run. But before that, Caleb Stroll. This is his second world championship. 2 years ago in young adults, the swivel steps.
Oof.
And new personal best for Caleb Stroll. Oh, thought about
Looks like
going
he
there,
wanted it.
hesitated, and now he's got to take a couple more swings.
Yeah.
Phil's got something to say.
Yeah, so I saw this dude at Gauntlet. He was very strong. I believe he's a coach at PPK.
Oh, he's wearing the PPK shirt, so I wouldn't be surprised. He's got those earbuds in, and he is cruising. Not a ton of time left, but it's time that can be made up with the right movements. And I think he's got those movements in mind. No hesitations here. On his way down boardwalk, transferring to the last board.
Making quick moves.
Thankfully, nobody has broken it yet.
Only 40 seconds, though. What do you think?
It depends. He's using the sachet bar. I don't know how I feel about that. Come on, Caleb. If he gets this move, he can focus on the rest of the course. He's got it. He's taken a lot of extra swings. And that has put him in time trouble. He's only got 20 seconds left.
I
We're
don't
going to
know
need
if
to see
20
something we have not seen yet on Splat a lot.
A
If he's
link?
going to clear this. 15 seconds. Hops right up onto it.
One swing. He's
One
gonna
swing
have to
here.
go right
Get
now.
off of there.
He
Makes
does
the
it.
grab. There's a chance. 6
He's gonna
seconds.
need to link it.
He links. Oh, did he get it? Yeah, he did. Phil calls it. He's clear.
Yes.
Meisner did not throw the flag down. He's safe.
His foot was like an inch away.
Oh my gosh.
Staying
That was
off the pad by as
crazy.
close as anybody can.
What was it? 128, 1-4.
I told you,
Insane.
if he was going to get through that, he needed to do something on Splat a lot we had not seen before.
A link.
That's exactly what he
That's
did.
what. Oh,
And that comes down to his parkour experience.
right.
Yeah, that was unreal. 12 seconds left when he got to Splat.
Wow.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
Megan Budway.
Budway. I always say Budway. It's Budway.
I don't know if it's, what does it say on the
She did not give us a pronunciation guide. I think it's
I'll-
Budway. She was just on the show, and if I recall correctly.
Okay, well, let's go with what you say then.
All right, guys. So Megan is one of our 3 remaining female athletes.
She got to aerial barrel last year, which was a strong performance, and she is moving quickly through short line so far. With 1:04 left to boardwalk, getting through here might place her near the top.
So we need to see a clear of this obstacle in 50
Fast
seconds or less. That was where Audrey was.
Comes around, reaches up, she's got the grab.
So
Let's see if she has the grip to make it back down.
If she
I
can
think she
finish
does.
this
Oh, she absolutely
in
does.
the next couple of seconds.
Oh, it's not going to be in
Not
time to
fast
take the
enough.
lead. All right.
Just over that, but she definitely is
Tosses
somebody
off the earbuds.
who can clear this obstacle. I have seen her on obstacles like this before. She's familiar with this grab.
Come on, Megan.
So as long as that height is there for her, there it is.
Huge leap.
Yes!
Come on.
This is
to
easy.
take the lead.
Easy
Got
work
the
for her.
grab. The dismount. Our new leader.
Hey, let's get another obstacle
Hey, let's
here.
pad
Come on,
that a bit.
Megan.
Megan is on to Bazooka Barrel and swinging across.
She is
She's
going
into the final obstacle.
To get her hands on Splat a lot
Leaps up
before
onto
her time
Splat-a-lot.
runs out.
What if she makes this?
Maybe she links it.
Ah!
Oh!
What an incredible performance!
Your new
We thought it was going to come down
First
to how
place
fast you could do boardwalk.
female.
And then she just showed us up.
I'm so happy we got
She
showed
had
up,
to
you
go and
guys.
show us up
I am
like
so
that.
happy the females are getting
Yes.
further into this course. That's fantastic. That means that it is a well-designed course.
Yeah, she can do this.
Oh my gosh, I'm excited.
Jacob
I knew she
Rail
could
up
do it.
next.
Related to Adam Rail?
I don't know.
Don't think so.
Phil says no.
Okay, we're going to go with no.
But either way, being one of our last runners, I'd say he's probably had a pretty strong season.
Absolutely. Coming to us from the Midwest region.
Nice. And clears it. Now on to short line. Rail across the railroad of short line.
Easily clears the obstacle named after him.
The short line ninja. He's on to boardwalk.
Ooh, a little bit of a
Yeah,
spin
interesting move there, but he's recovered and didn't fall that far
right there. Yeah,
back
didn't
on
waste too
time.
much time there. Maybe a second and a half.
Yeah, a couple seconds lost, but nothing that
47.
he can't recover from. He's going to leap out to the first board and generate some good swing here. Big leap, nice catch. He stays low on it, so it's very smooth. Good grab on the last board. Thought about the dismount, didn't go for it. Now with 30 seconds left, he tackles a bazooka barrel. Big pull. Nicely done. 25 seconds left. Jacob Rail, a world's rookie,